This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365.
Good afternoon, this is Power 365 Online Radio. Our world news coming to you live from our studio here in the city of Ibadan. My name is Olamide Adeneji. First, the headlines. IPOB asks for referendum, says Igbo ready to exit Nigeria. Kaduna protesters sing anti-Tinubu songs. Shun corrupt practices, Ogun CJ tells customary court presidents. Just coming in, government declares 24-hour curfew as rioting continues in Kaduna communities. And on the world scene, Bangladesh Prime Minister resigns, flees as protesters storm palace. You're welcome to this evening's world news from our studio in the city of Ibadan. The leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra has lashed out at facilitators and purveyors of the Igbo Must Go campaign in the southwestern part of the country, saying it was high time they convoked a referendum for the Igbo to exit. It said it was laughable that the authorities of the southwest were treating the Igbo Must Go campaign and its proponents with a wave of hand, adding that the Igbo people were already on the ground and feared no fall. According to the group, indications abound that sponsors of the Igbo Must Go proponents were highly placed individuals within the Lagos state and federal government, urging Southerners to be cautious of their actions in the southern region. Meanwhile, a large crowd of protesters, supported by various groups from different parts of the Kaduna metropolis, has demanded President Bola Tinubu step down from office. The protesters, observed by newsmen, initially assembled at the stadium roundabout within the Kaduna metropolis. The large protest procession began at 10:15 a.m. on Monday, marching along Junction Road towards Amadu Bello Road, chanting Hausa slogans loosely translating to Tinubu must step down. And in the wake of this, the Kaduna State Security Council, led by Governor Uba Sani, has immediately imposed a 24-hour curfew on the metropolitan cities of Kaduna and Zaria and their environs. This decision followed a review of the security situation in the state, which revealed that the ongoing protests have been hijacked by criminal elements engaging in looting and the destruction of private and public property. In a statement on Monday, the overseeing Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruan, advised citizens to remain indoors while security forces work to maintain safety and security. Back to the southwestern part of Nigeria, the Chief Judge of Ogun State, Justice Mosumola Dipeolu, has told the judicial officers to shun compromise, be impartial and above board, and remain committed to upholding the rules of law for a better society. Justice Dipeolu disclosed this on Monday while addressing the newly sworn-in 10th President, legal, and a member of the Ogun State Customary Court held at the Judiciary Complex, Kobape Road, Abeokuta. The Chief Judge said that these judicial officers must always remember that they remain the face of integrity and the confidence the members of the public repose in the judiciary, and should therefore not get involved in any act that could bring the courts to disrepute. Meanwhile, the Kogi State government has said that two of its officials are currently at the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission headquarters in Abuja. This was contained in a statement issued on Monday by the State Information Commissioner Kingsley Fanwo and made available to journalists in Lokoja, the state capital. The statement reads, despite not receiving an official invitation, they decided to voluntarily report at the headquarters of the Commission in Abuja. Now on the international scene, Bangladesh Prime Minister resigns, flees as protesters storm palace. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has resigned and fled the country following weeks of deadly protests in the South Asian country. In an address to the nation, Army Chief Waqar Uz Zaman announced that an interim government will now run Bangladesh and called for calm. Ms. Hasina, who ruled the country for close to 2 decades, boarded a military helicopter on Monday, an aide told Al Jazeera, as huge crowds ignored a national curfew to storm a palace in Dhaka. Her resignation came after 300 people died in weeks of protest that the authorities sought to crush. A night of deadly violence on Sunday killed close to 100 and a curfew was called. This is where we'll be drawing the curtain on today's world news, coming to you live from Power365 Online Radio. Don't forget you can join us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is now X.com, and on TikTok. We're also live on our website www.power365fm.com. Before we go, these are the headlines again. IPOB asks for referendum, says Igbo ready to exit Nigeria. Government declares curfew, 24-hour curfew as rioting continues in Kaduna communities. Shun corrupt practices, Ogun CJ tells customary court president. And we brought you the news that in Bangladesh, the Bangladesh Prime Minister resigns, flees as protesters storm palace. Thank you for staying tuned to Power 365 Online Radio. Join us tomorrow when we bring you more programs and more news. Until then, do have a blessed evening. Thank you. My name is Olamide Adeniji. Good night.